Good afternoon, precious friends. Well, I was not planning on making a video this afternoon. Charlie Chaplin is also saying hi. We went into town this morning, and you know, when we go into the city, we usually go to our charity shops. So yes, we went to 2 charity shops this morning, then went to lunch at the harbour, had a nice beer, even though it was raining. It was actually awesome. When I woke up this morning, it was summer. It was a beautiful summer day. So I had on a small little top, a linen top, kind of that size. Charlie Chaplin, please. A summer top. Even had my sandals on with my jean. And when we entered the harbour to go into the place where we're gonna eat, it was, the wind came up and it was raining, and I thought, oh, let's go home. We enjoy sitting outside in the harbour, looking and now we cannot. Wind is howling and raining and whatever. And my husband said, no, man, let's just do it. So we got there. They gave us a table inside, and I said, listen, I just want to go and take some photos outside. The sun was shining and it was raining and the wind was howling. It was beautiful. And there I saw a table right against the window that was very shielded. And we had our jackets, we came prepared, and we had a lovely lunch sitting outside in the rain under an umbrella. It was so beautiful. So it was so funny, and husband said, yes, there's another lesson. Not all storms is as bad as they look. And I just burst out laughing. I said, you are correct. Not all storms are as bad as they look. So I would have missed the beautiful lunch. We usually have a seagull salad. It's a lot of seafood on a salad. And then we share that with a big plate of chips. So we even had to bring half the chips back because it was so much. So it was lovely. So we came back, had coffee, and had a very nice afternoon snooze. So when I was waking up, I took my phone, looked at everything, found my YouTube, and I saw something. You know, these things pop up. And I got so excited that I wanted to jump out of bed to come and do just that. But I realized something. I first need to finish off with what I am busy with, what I did yesterday, before I can move on to something else, because otherwise I'm gonna forget what I did, and I need to share that with you. So Charlie Chaplin is here again. He also had his snooze, so he now wants to play. So it is now going. I will have to get up and put him outside. Otherwise, he wants to play with me. Sorry. So then I realized, no. I will have to first make this video before I can continue with my next project. Okay, so Charlie Chaplin is here. Here are a big fly. And I'm coughing, so I'm just putting him out of my room. Kom julle, kom, buite. Gaan speel. Go. Let's see how that is going to go. But first, before I showed you the project that I did yesterday, goodness, it was also one of these that I got the brainwave while I was waking up from my afternoon nap. So that is, to me, it looks like the place to be to get my inspiration. is an afternoon nap. So, but let me quickly show you what I bought at the charity shops. So I found these two pillowcases, but boy, I wish you can see them. They are fantastic quality. They are beautiful. I can assure you they have never been used. So they are one of those things. I got two for 30 Rand. That is $1.50. I mean, really? So they are one of those things that somebody bought or got as a present and they were too nice to use. Isn't it sad? Well, wonderful for me, very, very lucky for me, but to them, they never used them. And at the end, it landed in a charity shop. Well, what a blessing they turned out to be. So I am going to use them on my bed. That makes me so happy when I find very good linens that I can use on my bed. So it's usually, yes, I did find a duvet cover once, absolutely gorgeous. And now I think I found very good pillowcases previously. And now these two, I mean, that is a wonderful find. So the other things that I found, I found this beautiful cross on this little chain. This was 40 Rand. The sun is now shining wrongly here, but let me see if I can look how beautiful. Yep, look there. It's very old and it's just beautiful. And I'm always looking for these things so that I can put my own things on it. So when I saw this, I thought, I really don't want to go for the cross, but it turned out just absolutely so beautiful. So I thought, oh man, just get it. It's 40 Rand. And when I put it on with all my other stuff, I absolutely love it. So there you go. Then at another, that was what, oh yes, at that charity shop, I also found once again the haberdashery department. And I was starting to scratch, and I thought, oh no, there's nothing new. But the deeper I scratched, the more I found. So once again, I found some cotton yarn to crochet with. Aren't they gorgeous? Even though they're pink. But I thought, you know what? I can either crochet something for my little granddaughter, or I can crochet a little top for me, because there's not many. You can see there's about so as I was scratching, I found all of these things and I just decided to throw them all in a bag. And usually they then just ask me, what are you willing to make an offer? So I made a very nice offer and I got all of this whole bag. So there you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but they're not all full. And it's different pinks. And I even bought the little jersey that was knitted. This is a knitted one for a little girl, thinking, I can always pull this out and then have more, or give it to someone. Work on it a little bit. This is most probably what I'm going to do. And if one of my friends get a little granddaughter, I can always bless them with this. I can crochet just beautiful little frills. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this, crochet little frills and things, and then give it away as a present. Fantastic idea. Then it was things like this. This is cotton. I've got yellow ones. I never actually know what to do with them, but I use them in my stitchings and things. Look at these beautiful beads, wooden beads. I thought, that's gorgeous. It actually started when I found these green stuff to slow stitch with. There were some green ones, so I took everything. So you will most probably see my next slow stitching project will be in green. So I will use these green ones. I take what I can find. That is the wonderful thing. I take what I can find and then I use it and then I need to figure out how to use it. That is where I love it. That is what I absolutely love. These were just some wooden buttons, or they look more like wood. Some more buttons. I actually think I took this bag and was this buttons that was in there were kind of all oldish looking and looks like wood. As you know me, I like that. So there are even those little things. Can you imagine? I'm gonna use that in what I am busy with now. Then there were more of these yarns. So I even got some of this, for my machine. So what a wonderful find this turned out to be. So I will need to put this all back so that I can show you all my other stuff. But oopsie, these things I am now just gonna put on the floor. There is still a little space left here in one corner where I could put that before I put them with all my other. That is also cotton. I'm falling in love with cotton yarn. So that is cotton yarn. So this year I'm only buying cotton yarns at the charity shops and not ordinary wool things. I call it wool, but yarn, you know what I mean. Then I got a beautiful music sheet, only one. I think I paid R5 for this one, just to have the beautiful pictures and the picture in front. This works beautifully. I love these things for my gratitude journals. So I'm always looking for music sheets to add to my old paper. Look, then I got 2 books, and yes, I buy these old charity shop books. This one was R10, the school book of English verse, and it's lots of poems. And once again, I tear it out, and I know some of you will cringe, but this will go on a landfill, so I can just as well use it. Use what you have to create what you love. So I love to put this also in my journals, because there I really, really enjoy it, so I was very glad to find that book. Then there was another book, Real Easy Decor and DIY, do it yourself. I did not buy it for the information inside, but once again for the beautiful pages. It looks like it's got the paper feel. It's not very bright, and there are just beautiful photos that I can really use in my journal. So I actually paid R20 for this, $1. I thought it was a little bit much, but look at that. I mean, really, I can really cut out and use it. And if I make this in half, it's going to be a very, very nice little journal. So that were my charity shop finds this morning. So what to buy in a charity shop? You buy what you are going to use in your art, in your creative journey, whatever makes you excited. That's what I do. Everything that I bought made me excited, and I immediately saw, oh, I know what I can do with that. I mean, now when I looked at that little pink jersey, I was so excited. Somebody knitted the jersey, little jersey, and now I can just make it pretty and then give it away as a present. So I think I'm going to stop this video after this chat and then make another one on the project, because otherwise I'm just going too long. But once again, I also, just to share with you, I also bought this. It is a book, The Journey to Your Creative Heart or something. But when I saw it in the charity shop, this was, I think, 10 Rand. I saw the beautiful paper. Once again, it's a nice size. I can use it on my jelly plate prints fantastically. And then they've got all these beautiful little things in the back, in the side, that I can just cut out. And that is what I am actually doing. So at first I read it. I came about half or whatever, and then I had enough of it. And then I thought, will I not cut it out, use it and to cut, use it. And then I realized, use what you have. Otherwise, it's going to go back to the charity shop. And there are many, many, many books. So I am using it. And I cannot tell you how many of these little sayings I've been cutting out and using them in all my works. I just love it. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Isn't it awesome? Let the beauty we love be what we do. So there are many, many of those sayings in here. So yes, I do buy second-hand books that land in the charity shops, and I do use them. I told you previously, this big, big book that I got in the charity shop, how much I am using these lovely pages and how much joy this brings me. So go for it. Go and buy what you need. Oh, this is what I'm gonna show you. This is the perfect. I need to show you this before I show you the next project. So remember the one in my previous video where I started this, showing you how to create a beautiful little roll thing like this? Well, this is it. I think I worked on this about 2 hours, much less time than this one. Remember, this was my first one. I've decided I'm gonna keep it on this peg. I love it. And I also didn't work on it after I showed it to you, because I thought, you know what, it's done. I did, because in my art journey previously, I've overworked a lot. You think it's done, but then you kept going and you kept going, and at the end, you've messed up the painting and it's overworked half to death. So with this, I thought, this is what I wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do, so start a new one. So I showed you exactly how to do it, and then I finished it off. And let's just, that sun is now really in a bad spot. And then when I'm too far, it's too far. So this is just a little one. You can see, it is, whoa, there I know. It landed in my tea. So now it's just a little bit more tea stained, because that little part, look, it's my beautiful tea stained part. I actually used so much of this tea that I'll have all these things that I made from tea that I'll have to make some more. Isn't that exciting? So this is the little roll. I'm just going to show you. I put there a beautiful, a while back I picked this up on the beach, shell. I added that thing. You can buy them at the beach shops. And I just glued it in there so you could use this on your as a jewelry thing. But I used it for a while, then I got tired of it. So voila, look where it is on my little scroll. There you can see a little lock thing to open a lock. Once again, I forgot that word. And then in this one, remember my first one? I just did what I felt like doing. And then in this one, I did new things, more things. So I grew, you know, while doing this. I had the little, added that on. I used my little key. The word is key. I used lots of beads. I used buttons. I used some of my braiding that I found at charity shops. More buttons, so you can see button coming up. There's another braidings that I added, more braiding. So I really just went another braiding, a little pink button, a covered up pink button. So you can see, oh, just look at that beautiful piece. That is one of my hand painted vintage linen things. This was just a round little thing that I just added some stuff in. So this is it. So after I talk to you, another button, this, I finished this. And man, oh man, I am absolutely loving creating these little scrolls. And each one is different. You feel different when you create it. You just, as I said, in this one, I used more different things. I used, as you can see, I used my yellow. I started off with my green yarn. And then when that was done, I started with my yellow yarn. And then it went on, and then it was another type of green. Then it became pink. So I worked with a little plan there. I did, because it's also a little bit thinner than this one. So, that was how I felt. So this will bring you really so much joy. You can see my back again. It's really, I didn't make it beautiful at all. I just left it. And this is it. So now I will have to make another video to show you my thing that I created after this one. I'm sure most of you will know what I would have done. My next step after this slow stitching little scroll, my slow stitching scrolls, after 2 slow stitching scrolls. What do you think? My next step was, well, love you lots, is it from Zesters Lab. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you for talking to me, sharing your life with me, what you are doing. Thank you for telling me that I'm encouraging you. Thank you for giving me tips. I just love it. Thank you for every like and whatever. I love sharing my journey with you, sharing my life with you. You're becoming part of my life. We share the same life. It's just awesome. Love you lots. Is it from Zesters Lab? And if I can, you can. This cost me next to nothing. I mean, my time and no, really. Except the little yarns I bought at the charity shop. My charity shops and my some of these cloths I actually also bought at the charity shops, but for next to nothing. So these things cost me next to nothing, and it brings me tremendous joy creating them. Creating is about what it does to you while you are doing it. And I am growing creatively. Isn't it awesome? And loving every moment, finding out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, realizing what I create is good enough. It is exactly what I need. And it's just becoming, my creative life journey is just becoming such a blessing to me. And that is what I want to share. That it can be the same for you. Because we are all creative beings. Life just got hold of us. We forgot who we were. And now it's time. It's time to start finding out who you were supposed to be, who you were created to be. And find what makes you come alive. It's our time. Isn't it awesome? Amazing. Love you lots.